Welcome to my channel, Avid Retro. I will be looking at this rather basic Sony DVD player that has stopped working. So it's been given to me to try to fix, and a lot of you might be looking at this thinking, okay, very basic, quite modern, got HDMI output there, so why is it not working? So I guess it's, yeah, to me it's quite strange that it has stopped working, because I would say it's not particularly old in the scheme of things. Not as retro as a lot of the items I try to fix, but anyway, this is what it is. So it's a Sony DVP-SR760H, and it's got CD DVD player, but I would say most of them do play CDs, so that's no great bonus there. But on the top here it mentions Xvid, so maybe it is around 20 years old, and it's just in a compact kind of form. Let's just have a look at it from the back. So very kind of basic, standard HDMI out there, and it looks like we've got some basic video out and digital out as well, and a coaxial digital out, so that's fairly reasonable, I suppose, to have that on a machine like this. So quite a nice low power model, 10 watts. And the thing that is quite nice about it is a lot of these smaller players, they had to have separate kind of power supplies, but this one has got it built in, so that's just a lead to the mains there, so that's quite nice. The other thing that's quite nice about it is the remote. So it's got a fairly kind of chunky remote, and I think this remote might be similar to the ones used on the sort of Blu-ray players, the first kind of Sony Blu-ray players, so that type of style remote. Obviously this is just for DVD, this one, but a nice size, buttons all in a good kind of place. So yeah, it'd be a shame if I can't get it working, but anyway, let's proceed and see what we have. Okay, so I've just put it into the mains. Let's power this on. It's got a little indicator there. Doesn't look like it's got a display here, it's just got infrared. Okay, making a bit of a noise. I'm just telling it to play now with the remote. It's just making a racket, and it doesn't seem to want to eject. Seems to be trying to play and then eject. Seems to be trying to do all sorts. It won't let me go into menu. Oh, disc. There won't be a password, will there? Can I get this to shut up by going to maybe USB or something? Okay, it thinks it's trying to load USB now. Okay, it's just not very happy, is it? Let's take the cover off this, I think. Okay, so I've taken this apart, and I did have my camera over the player, but unfortunately it wasn't recording. So it's one of those times when you think you've pressed the record and you haven't. But anyway, I did manage to take this apart. So there were just 3 screws on the back, took the cover off, and then just clips holding this front part in. Now I also disconnected these cables here, ribbons. Okay, so I just disconnected these. I was able then to take 2 screws out of the drive and basically pop this out. And before I did that, actually, I noticed just lying here on the side was this. Yes, not a congealed bout, but a snap bout. Now that would be quite rare, I would say. So maybe that just shows that the quality control of the belts that Sony were using on this particular model weren't great. So that was the problem. And what I've gone and done is I put a new bout in. Now the new bout is the same kind of dimensions as this. It's around 30mm. Okay, and and it's not particularly thick. It's probably a couple of mil thick, the bout, but that seems to be okay. So I'll just show you. I'm going to make it eject now, and when you go to do the bout change, we'll power this off and slide this back in slowly. So what you have to do is move this bar, so from underneath, move the bar, and it will allow you to slide this tray out and get access to the bout. So the bout was a little bit tricky to get over this one, until actually I decided to just bend the tray. So there's a bit of give in here. If you bend the tray up, you can get access to that wheel, and you can slip the bout over it like so. So anyway, good access for the bout there, good access to actually taking this out to do. You do have to take this out actually, this drive out, just to be able to slide this part. Otherwise you'll find that this tray will just be locked in place. But that sums it up really. It does seem to want to load now, so let's try that. Let's put the power on and let's turn it on here, and then let's go eject, if it'll let me. It's just saying here Sony, so it's got a bit further on the menu. As you can see, I'm just going to now use the remote to press play. It is worth saving something like this because it's not using a great deal of power. It'd be a shame to throw something like this into landfill for making a bit of a racket and a noise like it did. So I hope that goes to showing you how you can repair one quite easy. Just so you know, I'm not jesting you. Let's wait for it to start. There you go. I'm going to now reassemble this, so I'll just show you that. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll do some more Fix It videos in the future. Bye for now.